Hi, I'm the multifarious fisherman. This is Seven Fish. Welcome to my office. Hey, what's up, you guys? Sorry, I borrowed that from, I think, Shane Dog. I'm not sure. Here we are in the office. We want to talk about handling muskies and being safe for you and for the fish, sending them home the best way possible. We've got a few birds. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the muskie video. We definitely handled a few fish there. Things went well. However, we also had a few incidents, hoping that everybody can learn from that. We definitely do our best to keep those fish happy and healthy and get them back in the water and ready to go home. I am here today to give you a little bit of a rundown on some of the release tools that we use when we're fishing for the big toothy critters. Start off, we have a giant net. I know it doesn't look very big, but let me grab it just a second. This net is huge. The thing's a giant, genuinely. You could put the left-handed hunter in it. With this smaller size net that Bugs is running, he's definitely going to have more of a struggle handling that fish. Luckily, this isn't a great big fish, but you definitely want to have a bigger net. That's why we run that other style on net, and you can hook it over the boat, and it's much easier to handle and deal with, keep the fish in the water. Those lay-on measuring boards are tough because they're dry and tough on fish.
This would piss Chris off.
We're not going to show him this footage.
There is a way to hold these fish that's easier on you and easier on the fish. We're not trying to shame anybody or beat anybody up here, but this is definitely not the best way to handle a fish.
30.
This release stick, this is numbered. It's numbered in opposite directions, you can see. If I put a fish on 48 over here and I put a fish on 12 over here, take that out, you got a 36-inch fish. Very easy measurement. And you don't have to fiddle with trying to lay the fish on something, putting it on something dry. The fish is in the water, this is in the water, it floats, so if it gets away from you, you don't have to take time away from handling the fish. Just boat over and pick it up when you're done. Sorry, the birds are mad. We got a release box. It's a green box. I call it the green box because it's green and it's a box. Take it with us every time we muskie fish. You might have seen it in the boat during a Battle Royale video, left-handed hunter. Tripped on his cooler and fell over into that and some other stuff, and clips it shut, puts it away where it should be anyway. We have basically an old ammo can. We'll open it up and I'll show you. Oh, hey, I didn't see you. Oh, goodness. Here, let me put you right there. I've got two of these release tools. It's a Baker hook out. It is a metal jaw, very, very strong pinching pressure, but with your hands a good distance away. I like them a little better than pliers. I think they're easier to operate and a little safer getting down in the fish if you have to get into the mouth, because the teeth will cut you. They're sharp, and you do have to be a little bit careful. But this grips firmly and doesn't let go, so when you're trying to work a hook out of a fish, it's not terrible difficult to do. Also carry a couple of different cutting tools. Compound bolt cutters. This is a Nip-X, and it is really a good strong cutter. Springs hold it open when you don't have it pinned shut, but super easy to operate, and it'll cut a big hook. And that's the idea behind that. Is if that fish is hooked bad, I'm not going to spend a lot of time jacking around trying to get him unhooked. I'm going to cut a tine off of a hook. Sometimes that lure, once you get one tine, it'll have some pressure on it. Cut one tine, and then the fish just comes off super easy. Or God forbid, you put a hook in your hand and you got a hook in the fish and you're tied together. You want to get that fish away from the problem as quick as possible. That's just going to make extracting it from yourself so much easier. So this is a tool that we don't use every time, but it's always with me, because when you do need it, you need to have it handy. I carry, like everything, it doesn't float, I carry duplication. This one's not as nice. That Nip-X a much nicer cutter. I have a couple of needle nose. I have hook sharpeners in here. I'll show you the hook sharpener I like to use. This is a product from Rapala, from Normark. It is a dual-sided sharpener. Has diamond on one side and rasps on the other. On these big hooks, it works very well. You put the hook in the gap in between and file it sharp. Sharp hooks are really important. Muskies and pike have very bony mouths, and it is certainly easier to get a good hookup and a decent release if you have a good sharp hook. You don't lose near as many fish. That's the important stuff that's in the release box. There's certainly a bunch more garbage in here, but other than, in terms of release, spare hooks, because you do cut a hook, you can split ring. There's a split ring plier in here. You can split ring a new one right on there and keep fishing. You don't have to give up your best lure. I find that if you don't have spare hooks, you're going to try not to cut a hook. And honestly, cutting a hook is the best way. So don't be afraid. Keep a couple of spare hooks, treble hooks in a couple of different sizes. Keep them good and sharp so you're ready to fish as soon as you put them on there. And get those fish back safe and sound and happy and healthy.
You got stick still? You need help?
Yeah, I was trying to turn her upside down, but she really don't want to go upside down.
All right, ready?
Notice how active this fish is, and notice the behavior change when I get it turned upside down.
All right. Well.
Sometimes they'll settle down if you get upside down.
Yeah. Now you got it.
Those scars and marking on the belly of that fish are from spawning. They do try to spawn here, although they are not successful.
Yeah.
I'm at 335. What the circle is indicating to you is a bone that you should be grabbing. It's a very smooth bone, and it is a perfectly safe place to grab a fish for you and for the fish. Once you have that fish supported in that way, you put the hand under the belly to support its weight in a horizontal fashion. That's the best way to hold for the fish. This next clip is an accident that the left-handed hunter had that day.
Ow!
You get your, oh yeah.
Ow. That's a good one. Freaking thumb was up. Got my two. That's why you be careful. That's why gloves are not a bad idea. Got me good. That 1-2 sticking out.
Yeah, don't get your hands above the jawline.
Well, when she thrashed, she stuck it right in my thumb.
In conclusion, I think the takeaway here is that anybody can make a mistake. There are things that we've learned over the years that have helped us keep the fish and ourselves safer. But accidents happen. I hope you enjoyed the video. I welcome you back again. Like, comment, subscribe. Headphone warning. Ow. Make sure you click the post notifications. That'll spike your audio.